Well, a very good afternoon to you. Welcome back to Earguard Wrexham with the catch-up on the second half of my league review and all the news and views from the past week. But first, I'd like to go back again. I know it's going over old material a little bit, but I want to pass on my grateful thanks to Fran Marola and Rhys Hughes from the FAW for inviting me to PA the FAW National Academy Playoff Finals down at Colliers. Thoroughly enjoyed it. It was a fantastic little tournament, some fantastic football played by some very good teams, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Good to get back on the horse again. So my grateful thanks to everybody down there. Made me feel very welcome, kept me supplied in tea and all sorts. It was wonderful, and yeah, it was good to be out there again. We'll carry on with the news first before we go to the league review. Obviously, the retain list has been and gone now, so I've just made a few notes on those who have sadly left us. Brad Foster just came in as cover for Carl Burton, played the one game in the trophy against Crewe. Had a very good game for us. He's moved on. Good luck to you, Brad. Josh came in with high expectations from City. Only managed 2 first team appearances without scoring, and 6 for the reserve, scoring once. And he came September 24, left in May, and leaves with our good wishes. Sam Dolby, he joined us in August 22, left again in May. 91 appearances for us, 13 first team goals. You can forget the one at Coventry in the FA Cup, fantastic finish. Lastly, of course, spent the back half of the season very successfully for him at Dundee United, picking up a good couple of accolades on as well. Also, personal best in the season for him as well for goal scoring. He had a fantastic time up there. I don't know what the future holds for him, but whatever it is, Sam, I wish you all the very best. Chomp, Mark Howard, he was a good keeper for us. I enjoyed it when Mark played. Always played the game properly. Always giving 100%. Not always a fan's favourite, but I think he wore everybody down in the end with his performances and the way he committed himself. Always 100%. Top chap. Always did a great job for us. Now, of course, he's got his degree in media and a very, very successful pod. And Yours, Mine Away. If you haven't watched it, I would urge you to do so. Has some fantastic interviews with some good keepers, also some very good articles. Well worth a watch. That's Yours, Mine Away. And finally, Stephen Fletcher joined us in September 23 and put in 77 appearances for us. Some very memorable appearances in there. 16 goals. Some fantastic goals he scored for us as well. Very surprised not to see Fletch get an offer. I thought he'd have had another 12 months considering how fit the guy is. Obviously there's good reasons for it, and who am I to argue with the gaffer? We're just very, very sorry to see Fletch go, as all the others as well. The last one is the hardest one for me, really, because this is somebody I've got a lot of time for personally, both himself and his family. Lovely people, all of them. In Jordan. Always sad when one of your own leaves. When he joined us from Brighton again in August 2020, putting in 149 appearances, scoring 37. Who can remember that searing head from 2 inches to win us the game against Dover? Not had a good few years, both injury-wise and personally, but he's always come back strong, giving 100%. He's had a good, albeit injury-dotted period at Grimsby, where I think the fans stuck to him as well, as I'm sure we have. I don't know what the plans are for Joe, but I'm sure you'll get plenty of offers, mate. Just take your time, come back strong, and be a fan's favourite wherever you go, because I know you can do that. So to all those I've previously mentioned, my very, very best. and I hope you all get yourselves sorted out sooner rather than later. Now, the one that surprised me that came out later was Steve Dale when he stepped down from Wrexham AFC Women. Did a very, very good job with the women, Steve. Started off interim when Mari left, and eventually was offered the job full time. 90 games he managed the ladies for, winning 61, drawing 4, losing 25, with 321 goals for and 128 against. Very good goal difference, isn't it, really? For what you've achieved, Steve, it's phenomenal. It really is. You can be really proud of yourself. Walk away with your head held high, and I can only wish you all my very best wishes with whatever you do next, whatever that may be. And I'm sure everybody connected with the ladies will wish you the very best as well. You've been a fantastic addition to the back team squad at the ladies. You've really brought them forward, and good luck with it wherever you go. Right, onwards with the season review into November. Started off with a 1-0 win at home to Mansfield, with Barney doing the business for us on that one. 13,278 in the ground to 1264 from Mansfield. Decent game this one, if I remember rightly. Good finish from Barney, and yeah, set us up nicely to what was to follow. But what was to follow wasn't good at all. We made the reasonably short trip to Edgeley Park, Stockport. 10,327 in Edgeley Park for us, and 844 to us, which is all they'd give us. A woeful loss. I've written on my notes here, abject. I watched this one in the turf. 60 minutes in, I remember putting it on social media. I've had enough, I'm leaving. And I've never left a game of football early, but on the hour I had seen enough. The subs came on, changed it a little bit. I stuck around. I think I left it about 85 minutes. I'd just seen enough. That was absolutely awful. So where do we go from there? The snow came down and put the Exeter game in doubt, which was a Sunday, which I've noted on my notes here. Turned into a 3-0 home win. They're a good side, Exeter, to be fair. 1,270 made the long journey up, considering the weather conditions. It was a fantastic following. Caught up with some of them in the My Screen beforehand. Lovely people, they really are. There's 12,484 in the Kairos for that one. As I said at the opening of this one, 3-0 with goals from Max and the 2 Ollies. Another home game followed. Lincoln City. We scraped a 1-0 out of this one. Only got it on the back of a Diakawa own goal. 11-7. 86 in the stadium for that one, and 3-6-1 from Lincoln. Now we go into December, and it all went a bit wobbly bob in December. Barnsley at home scraped it a 1-0 again. Ollie Rathbone, I've got 90 plus 3 here. Wasn't the best performance in the world at all. 12,386 in the stadium and 12,42 from Barnsley. Then we went down to Burton. We won that one 1-0 away. 3-8 in the stadium. We took 1,600 down. Fantastic support. Elliot Lee scored in on that one for us. And then it happened again. Another uninspiring performance was Cambridge at home. Everybody, me including, I suppose you should never count your chickens, but I thought this was a banker. And we scraped to a 2-2 draw with goals from McLean and Fletch. Uninspiring. I've got written down here. It was just back, side, forward, hoof, and where this came from, it was just woeful. Woeful. And Bristol Rovers away again. I saw this one. Elliot's doing the business for us on that one. Again, it was just the same tactics again, which seemed to be a bit of a common thread in December. Blackpool at home 2-1. A little bit more football played in this one. We won this one 2-1. 13-3. 1-3 in the stadium, 1268. Against a very good Blackpool side, well drilled by Steve Bruce. Goals from Mulls and one from the spot from Fletch, seeing us through on that one. And then the Wigan 2-1 home win. Again, it was a very, very good game. Thoroughly enjoyed this one. 2-1 home win, Barnett and Fletch again. Of course, the Wigan game saw the return of Johnny Smith to Kairos for some years. Very good player with us, Johnny. Always gave us 100%. It's good to see him back at the racecourse. And New Year into January. Barnsley away. Not brilliant again. 2-1 loss. Max scoring the only goal for us in 80 minutes. If I remember rightly, it was Davis Keeler Dunn took us apart on that one. A guy we, strangely enough, we're linked with again. Could we return him for the second spell? I'd be more than happy with that. Did very well for us in the spell on loan. Unfortunately, we just didn't have the money to keep him. Good player. Peterborough 1-0 came up next, obviously with the Ferguson connection. There was always a lot of interest around this one. And again, this was a very good game of football under the lights, this one. 2 or 3 of Peterborough's players really shone for me on this one. Again, Fletch coming up with the business, 87 minutes, just a 1-0 win, but that's all it takes. And then it happened. Off we go to Shrewsbury. I've written down here, Fletcher, 23. That was the goal. And bloody awful. That doesn't do it justice. Really doesn't do it justice at all. We scored, we didn't put a finger on. Our tactics were again woeful, side back hoof. When you're 2-1 down with 10 minutes to go, trying to play pretty little corners, triangles, and trying to play out your corner, your own corner, and then going sideways and backwards again. No, we were never going to get anything from that game playing like that. And then what a way to go into Birmingham at home. Another game under the lights, although we're going to get absolutely annihilated after the Shrewsbury debacle. But to be fair, we really took the game to them. It was a really good game of football as draws go. Ollie doing the business for us earlier on. Yeah, it was a good game. We deserved the win out of that one. And that was the one where Max got to the changing room and found a certain Mr. Stansfield in his pocket. Strange one, that. But then it all went wrong again. Stevenage at home, 2-3. 10,006 of us there watching it. Mulls and Max doing the business for us. They dropped 248 Stevenage. In brackets underneath here, another woeful loss. And that just about summed that one up. There's nothing I can add to that, because that's all it was. The final month I'm going to cover on this one is February. We went down to Crawley, got a good 2-1 win there. Matty James and Elliot Lee doing the necessary for us. We backed that up with another reverse, would you believe? Orient away. Ollie Rathbone did it for us, but we couldn't get the 3 points over the line. We wouldn't have done it if we were still there now. And then Northampton, good win, 2-0 away. Sam Smith scoring his first, and Ollie Rathbone. And we finished February with 2-1 win at Mansfield. Goals from, I can't read my own writing, there was a McDonald own goal and Max. So that's the second chunk of the season gone over. I'll do the next one next week. maybe a little bit sooner, because I'm getting into the nasty habit of leaving things for too long. Right, in the meantime, if you want to catch up with the way the pitch is progressing, don't forget to catch up with Wrexham Fan Zone. Tom's doing a cracking job on that one. And yeah, he's doing his daily videos. Good to see the things progressing. And all is good. Like many of you out there, I'm just waiting to see what players come in now. It's not going to be for some time yet. Obviously, the rumour mill is it's a fantastic thing to read. Some of them are absolutely ridiculous and some of them possible. But we shall wait and see. In Parky we trust. So enjoy the rest of your bank holiday. You're probably like me, if you're still working, you're back to it in the morning. Or I'm on afternoons this week. So there we are. On to the back shift, as they call it. Have a great day. Hope this wasn't too tedious for you. Step up and be ready for the next one. Like, subscribe, share, spread the word. Any comments, stick them in the pit of doom below, and I'll answer any questions I can about whatever you see fit, be it my time, be it any of these games, whatever. I'll do my best for you. Have a great day. See you later.